Hey, how you doing? My name is Mike. This is an FBTV video. Today we're going to be talking about telephones. What's a good telephone to be using? What kind of telephone should you be using for your freight broker operation if you're just getting started? That's coming up on this Freight Broker TV video. Yeah, maybe we'll get it this time. Hey, how you doing? My name is Mike. Laughing because this is our third try at trying to do this video. My name is Mike, though. I'm the host for the FBTV videos, as well as the FBTV Podcast. FBTV, if you didn't already know, is short for Freight Broker TV. You can find our website at freightbrokertv.com. If you got questions or comments or anything, you can leave them below in the comment area here on this YouTube video. Keep in mind, too, every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central Time, we go live. It's the FBTV video podcast live streamed here on YouTube. That's 9 a.m. Saturday morning. We answer your questions. If you got any questions you'd like answered during that broadcast, feel free to email them. Leave them in the comments below. You can email me at fbtv@freightbrokertv.com. Also, you can leave on our website, freightbrokertv.com. We have forums all over that website you can fill out. You can ask your questions in there and submit. Also, you can check out our Skype app. If you have Skype, not our Skype app, but if you have Skype, you can message us to search for us on Skype using FBTV. I am the lead consultant as well for Taltoa, TALTOA.com. Check us out. We are a freight broker training, well, I shouldn't say just freight broker, but a transportation and logistics training and consulting firm. Our specialties are working with freight brokers, freight broker agents, trucking companies as well. What we do is we can train, consult. If you're starting out as a freight broker agent, we can even provide you with the opportunity to begin your freight broker operation immediately following your training into our mentorship program that allows you to begin your broker operation through us under a licensed broker. So you can begin your broker operation, start getting the experience, as well as building a customer base. And if you move any loads while you're in the mentorship program, you can make money as well. 60% commission on net. Net is the profit on the load, the difference between what the customer paid you and what you agreed to pay the truck. All right, in this FBTV video, our topic today is telephones. I get asked this all the time by clients, by people calling in, checking in. Hey, well, can I use my cell phone? Do I need to get a landline? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Okay, when you first start your broker operation, I'm just going to tell you flat out what I tell all of my clients. Keep your overhead low. But a telephone is one of those things like, well, the internet. You've got to have a telephone or you can't do business. Same thing as a computer. You've got to have a computer or you can't work. As far as telephones, people ask about using their cell phone. Hey, if you got to do what you got to do when you're first starting out. But my recommendation is don't use your own personal cell phone. Because once that number goes out, you can't take it back. You know, that's your personal cell phone. You don't need people calling you at 2 o'clock in the morning. You see what I mean? Now, like the cell phone companies, they do have what is known as, I think AT&T calls it, add a line for like $10 a month or something like that. And you can get a second cell phone for, if you can get it for free, and $10 extra a month just to have a separate number. That might be the way to go. And you obviously, all cell phones today have Bluetooth capability because you want to have a headset that you could hook up to that cell phone as well. Now, you got to do what you do. Okay, but keep in mind if you do add a line or something like that, you could find yourself getting into a contract. In other words, you're going to have to keep that line for a year or whatever, and you may want to keep it for the duration of your broker operation. It may be handy for you. But on the other hand, if you can afford it, and when I say afford it, we're talking about $70 a month, give or take, 60 to 70. Actually, the price of the package is going to be in the $50 range a month. But by the time you add on the service fees and the 911s and the taxes and whatever else that goes on with the telephone, you're probably going to be pushing around $70 a month. So keep that in mind. but a good VoIP phone service. A VoIP phone service, we've talked about this in videos before. Matter of fact, we were talking about doing a video on this subject today, and I thought, man, we've done that. But it was like, almost 3 years ago when we talked about equipment. And I do get a lot of calls, so we thought, well, let's talk about it again. But a VoIP is Voice over Internet Protocol. All right. And I'm not endorsing the service. We don't have anything to do with the service, except we use their service. You can check out ringcentral.com. Now, ringcentral.com is, and there are, I'm sure, hundreds of other VoIP phone services out there, and they all do pretty much the same way. They're all pretty much identical in what they offer. But with the VoIP phone system, at least through RingCentral, you're going to have, well, you can buy the telephone. Now you can go down to Office Depot or Best Buy or Staples or whatever and buy a VoIP phone, and it's a phone that plugs into your router. That's going to allow the phone to work over internet. Then that's what VoIP is. It's working over the internet. Now, there's advantages to it as, well, one of the advantages is it will work anywhere. Okay. If you want to take up and maybe go on vacation and broker out of your hotel room, you just take the phone with you, plug it into the Ethernet outlet in the hotel room, and you've got instant phone. But you really don't need to do that either, because these VoIP phone systems will also provide you with an app. The app, if you get an iPhone or a Droid, it's going to allow you to dial from your cell phone, and whoever you call on their ID, their caller ID, it's going to pop up your office number. You see what I'm saying? So that's going to be, you could be on vacation, you could be in the woods on a hunting trip, you could be out on the boat in the middle of your lake, and if you need to call somebody, you can do that. And as far as they know, you're able to call them from their office, or it looks like you're calling them from your office anyway. The other thing is you can set it up like a big company PBX type system, where, when somebody calls in, you can set it up, hey, if you know your party's extension, and assign yourself an extension or whatever you want to do with it. I don't recommend that as a broker because that causes a delay. Even though some of these bells and whistles are pretty nice with the VoIP system, and it's something that, you may want to do, you think, hey, this is cool, this is going to make me sound really cool. It's slowing the process of a truck getting a load or a customer trying to get a hold of you to see if you can get a load for them. It slows it down immensely because they're going to answer the phone. It's going to ring 2 or 3 times, and the PBX system's going to pick up. Hey, thanks for calling FBTV. Okay, that's time. The way you want to set your phone system up, so if somebody calls you, the phone rings, just like a landline. Somebody calls you, it rings. It doesn't have to go through any of these voice prompts. Customers don't have time to wait. Carriers don't have time to wait. They want to get a hold of somebody as quick as they can. So if you start putting those delays in there, 10, 15-second delays where you're trying to be real fancy, put in a voicemail or voice option or extensions or whatever, it's going to slow the whole process down. There's a good chance they will hang up and call somebody else. So do as you wish. The other nice thing about the VoIP systems is you can set your office hours. So it's not ringing at 2 o'clock in the morning. If you want to shut your office down at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you can set it so it shuts down at 5. In other words, the phone will still be answered, but it's going to go to voicemail. If somebody leaves a voicemail, it's going to forward to your email. You can set it up like that, so you're not missing a call. It's just the phone's not going to be ringing at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, especially if you're working out of your house. Check out RingCentral or any VoIP. Matter of fact, do a search for VoIP phone system, and you'll probably get up hundreds, if not thousands, of different VoIP systems. Check out RingCentral, R-I-N-G. Again, we're not affiliated with them at all, but we've used them for a long time, and it does work, and it does have a pretty nice package that's affordable. And there's no contract. Most of these VoIP phone systems, you won't be required to do an annual contract. You may pay a little bit more to do it month to month, but when you first start out, it might be worth it, because if something happens, maybe you don't like the service, maybe you want to change it or something, go to a different company after you learn more about it and you've set up, you're able to do that. You're not going to be penalized. So keep that in mind. All right, very good. Hey, go have a good day. Unless, of course, you've made other plans. Also, if you have any questions, email me, fbtv@freightbrokertv.com. And if you'd like to know more about Taltoa, check out our website, taltoa.com, taltoa.com. We have a lot of packages there you can check out that can help you get your brokerage up and running, or your freight broker agent, or agency, I should say, up and running. Okay, check that out. If you've got any questions about that, 479-668-0838. Take care.